Hello, Conspiracy of the Rich fans. And again, I thank you for being part of a history-making way of writing a book. I mean, as history is happening. So again, thank you very much for being a part of it. It's changing the way the world of books and publishing operate. So I'm going to talk to you today a little personal explanation of the cash flow quadrant. This is book number 2 of the Rich Dad series. And many people say this book changed their lives more than any other book. So let me explain to you what the quadrant was about. Okay? So in very simple terms, my rich dad said the world of money is created of 4 people. E stands for employee. S stands for small business, specialist, or solo artist, basically. B stands for big business, 500 employees or more. And I stands for investor. And as a young boy, as a young man, my rich dad always pounded in my head that we see the world from different points of view. E's see it from this world, these guys see it differently, these guys see it differently, and this guy see it differently. So in very simple terms, my rich dad said you can tell an employee by the words they use. An employee, whether they're a janitor or receptionist to the CEO of a company, because most CEOs are actually employees of public companies, they say the same words, and their words are, I'm looking for a safe, secure job with benefits. And those words, safe, secure job with benefits, reflects the mindset of an employee. Like Jack Welch of GE was really an employee of the General Electric Corporation, and General Electric was founded by an entrepreneur named Thomas Edison who built a mega company called General Electric. The same as Henry Ford actually started Ford Motor Company, and they hire CEOs later on to take over the company. An S, or small business or specialist, they use the same words also, but their words are different than these guys. The words they say is, if you want it done right, do it by yourself. That's why it's called self-employed. They stay small. Or the other thing they want to say is, I want to do my own thing. I just want to be my own boss. And that's why they're S's. And they're generally under 500 employees or small business or solo X. A big business is different. A big business owner says, I'm looking for the right people. I want the best people to form the best team to do the best job. And an investor is very different. They're also saying, I'm looking for the highest return with the least risk for my money. Okay? So those are the 4 basic things. As you know, our school systems do a pretty good job here. Go to school to get a job or go to school to become a doctor. What the Rich Dad Company focuses on is training people who don't want to be E's and don't want to be S's and would rather transfer over to the right side of the quadrant to become business owners, investors. So primarily for myself, when I was a young man, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So today, the Rich Dad Company is entrepreneur. I've gone off to form oil companies, drilling, mining companies, and real estate companies. Hundreds of employees, maybe thousands of employees now. And I invest my own money. I personally don't invest in mutual funds. There's many reasons I don't invest in mutual funds. This is because mutual funds are for people who are stuck in the rat race, people with no financial education. So that's the big difference. See, when people say go to school and get a job and invest in mutual funds, they're saying join the rat race. Buy a house, save money, live below your means. I don't really want to do that. I want my freedom over this side. So that's basically the difference between the E and S and the B and I. So the Rich Dad Company focuses on people coming over here. If you want to be on this side, just go to school. Okay? That's very simply it. So if you're going to be on the B and the I side, what is the educational differences? Well, there's many of them. One big difference is you have to understand financial statements. It is essential to being a business owner or an investor. And to be on this side, you have to understand the vocabulary between the rat race and the fast track. So the key to getting out of the rat race and on to the big business and investor side is, again, the cash flow game and the income statement and balance sheet to understand that. So if I could say this, it's not necessarily about being rich. You can be rich as an employee. You can climb the corporate ladder and become the CEO of General Motors. No, don't do that. You get fired for that. Or you could be an S. You could become a doctor or a lawyer or a sports star or a music star, and you can get rich over here. You can also get rich over here, and you can get rich over here. Okay? There are 4 different mindsets, 4 different people. So the question here is this: where do you think you have the best opportunity to get rich and become financially free? Here, 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 or here? As a young man, I realized that my best chance was here and here. These are not the easiest routes, but it's the routes that made the most sense for me. So if you think your best chance for success, not about getting rich quick, because for me it was a long, hard process, lots of learning, and I'm still learning in the process. If you think your best chance is over here, then it begins with understanding the cash flow game, the desire of getting out of the rat race, the desire of working for somebody else or being self-employed, and getting onto the fast track. So the beauty of all this side here is I did this because I wanted to take control of my life. I wanted to join powerful teams and work with great people. But I also wanted to learn how to invest. And the one reason I love real estate, oil, gold, silver, and all that is very simply because it gives me the cash flow to be financially free. So that's what the Rich Dad Company stands for. We're not, if you want to stay here or you're interested in staying here, just go back to school. You want to become an entrepreneur, an investor, this is what the Rich Dad Company is for and why I created the cash flow game. Thank you.